So I only have a month left of pregnancy, which is really exciting. And also, I always get kind of nervous too, a little bit, you know, just with adjusting to having 2 kids and just, yeah, the big life change. But I wanted to share some things that I do for that last little time frame where it's really hard, that helps me. And then I'd love to hear comments and feedback of things that you guys like to do that help you in that last month, because the last month is hard. So like I told you guys in my last video, I'm planning on a natural birth, and so I wanted to share just some things that I'm doing to prepare and hopefully make everything easier for that. So the first thing I'm going to start doing for this last month is I'm going to do, and I actually didn't do this with the last pregnancy, but I want to eat the 6 dates a day. I don't know if you guys have heard of that, but my dog. But there's been some studies just showing that eating dates daily at the very end in those last few weeks is supposed to help with a better delivery. It's supposed to ripen the cervix and help you dilate faster. Second thing that I really like to do is I just like to get in my tub, or sometimes not in the tub, sometimes it might just be stretching, like doing yoga, but doing something where I'm just really like meditating and focusing on my body and just feeling in that moment. And during that time, I like to visualize and just like visualize myself going through labor and watching myself in my mind, which sounds maybe weird. I grew up dancing, and that was something that always helped me with dancing. I also love, speaking of visualizing, I also love to watch YouTube videos and hear lots of positive birth stories. So I just try to surround myself with those to keep myself on that positive mental track. And I love getting on YouTube and just watching like home births and like the calm, positive experiencing ones. You know, sometimes you stumble across other ones, but and it just helps me like stay confident and yeah, and just get excited about it. So I like spending a lot of time on my ball, like those big exercise balls, and I just sit on it a lot when I'm doing things or watching TV, or lean on it, and that, I feel like that just helps kind of open things up, open up your hips, make you a little more prepared that way. Something else that physically that I'm doing to help prepare is, and I did do this with my last pregnancy too, is I do some of the perineum stretching, and there's actually not a lot of science background to say that it makes a difference, but I feel like, well, if it does, then great. And also, with my midwife said that even if it doesn't help prevent any tearing, that it kind of also just helps you mentally like prepare, just feeling that stretch. So I'm gonna start doing that as well. One of the last things that I like to do that I think is important is, and probably in a couple more weeks, but I like to feel pretty and kind of like pamper myself. So like I'll make sure my hair is like freshly weaved. Last time I got eyelashes. I don't know if I'll do that again this time, but it was nice. And then that way you feel like, I don't know, you just feel good during the labor with all the pictures and everything. And then also I feel like afterwards you feel a lot better, and you go home and, you know, you kind of are a zombie for those first few weeks. So I think it helps to have those things. Last time I also had some massages, some professional massages. I had my, what's it called? Pedicure. Things like that. I like to do that in the last month, pamper myself and make myself feel pretty and like ready for the big day. And then just making sure everything's in order for obviously the big day. So just setting up who's going to be at the birth, who's taking pictures, all that fun stuff, what everyone's doing. But yeah, I'm really excited, and I'd love to hear like what sorts of things you guys like to do to help prepare in the last month. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.